It's Tim Albright with AVNation with the Road to ISE. Integrated Systems Europe happens the 4th through the 7th of February in beautiful Barcelona. And with me to talk about Theory Professional is my buddy, Mr. Paul Hales. Welcome, sir.
Hello, Tim. How are you?
I am well. You guys have your first presence at ISE for Theory Professional. You are in Hall 3, N620. N620, you've got a demo space alongside with the folks at Jupiter. So talk for a second about what we're going to hear, quite frankly, in that demo room.
For the last couple of years, we've been partnering sort of informally with Jupiter Systems, who make, commercial displays and stuff at both Infocom and Cedia. And we're kicking it up sort of one notch at ISE this year, where we'll have a small demo room right on the Jupiter booth, right built into the Jupiter booth, where we'll be able to play, surprisingly, for such a tight space, we'll be able to give the attendees a pretty good exposure to the Theory brand. So we're looking forward to that. So inside the room, we're going to have a small 7.2.4 surround sound system made up of a soundbar for left, center, right, some SP25 surface mount speakers around the room, and some IC6 pendants above their heads for the Atmos channels. But what that enables us to do is to play those individually and also with the subwoofers with music. So we're going to be doing kind of if anybody has seen us at Infocom or at CD, we'll be doing kind of a mini version of that. So using those same speakers, we'll play the surface mount speakers with and without subs. We'll play the pendants with and without subs. We'll play the sound bar with and without sub. And then in addition, we'll have one larger format system there that's kind of new. We previewed it last year. And so we'll give them some high output music sort of at the end, but it'll all take place in this little demo room right inside the Jupiter booth.
One thing that you guys have done really well over the last few years, and that is really that demo experience. How important is it for folks attending, whether they are a technical end user, right? They're responsible for their college or university's AV or their corporate AV, or an integrator. How important is it for those folks to hear speakers, quite frankly, in the real world live?
Yeah, well, so for us, it's hugely important, right? Because our calling card really is our performance. And the performance is kind of in a different category, and you can't really convey what the products can do using words or marketing, the normal methods, right? And so what we found is to communicate really what Theory is and what it's doing, you have to demonstrate the product, right? So for us, it's invaluable, and it's our number one sales tool, to be honest with you. So anybody who is going to go to ISE who likes good audio, if they get the demo, they'll be happy they did, because they'll get to understand what it is that Theory's doing. Because you and I could talk about it, we can use all the words and stuff, but it just doesn't convey, sort of what the brand is, as well as just hearing the product for yourself.
All right. Well, to hear that product, Hall 3, N620. Paul, not everybody gets to go to ISE. So if they're not going and they want to follow along with everything you guys are talking about that week, how do they do that?
Yeah, so if you go to theoryprofessional.com, we have all the information there. And there's also a link at the bottom to our sister company, Pro Audio Technology, which is proaudiotechnology.com, that makes some sort of larger format residential kind of products. So
very good. We'll see Paul at ISE. Thank you so much. For us, for AVNation, go by our website, avnation.tv. That's avnation.tv, and follow along as we also head to ISE 2025, the 4th through the 7th of February. All that and more at avnation.tv. That's avnation.tv.